In this video I'm just going to show you this UK number plate holder from Aspock for trailers, horse boxes or HGVs. So the reason why I'm making this video is there was absolutely nothing online about these, not even on the Aspock website. So if you're looking at buying a number plate holder, then hopefully this will help you, because it's not quite what I was expecting. So I wanted a rectangular number plate holder for this Ifor Williams GD85 trailer, and I know these should have a square number plate on the back, but I prefer the rectangular ones just because they're then compatible with everything else. And as you can see, I've stuck the number plate on here and that works just fine, but when I want to put a different number plate on, it all gets a bit awkward. So my intention was to mount that there, and then I can easily swap number plates, and the lighting still works, and to be honest, I don't ever take the trailer out at night anyway. And on my huge triple axle car transporter trailer, this is a Bateson trailer, it's got this number plate holder, and this again is made by Aspock, and I was trying to find one of these because this works really well. It's got very small lips for holding the plates, and then it's sprung loaded, but the springs I think are sort of rubber bands or something. But anyway, this holder works very well, so I was trying to find that online but just couldn't seem to source it. But when you go online looking for trailer number plate holders, everyone seems to be selling the same one, and this is made by Aspock again. So I thought, well, maybe this is the newer version of the holder that's on the Bateson trailer. And most listings, certainly on eBay, just list this as an Ifor Williams number plate holder. But this is quite different to the one I've got on the Bateson trailer. So this is what you get. There's the numbers, part numbers, but I went on the Aspöck website and I cannot find it. There's just no reference to this anywhere. Anyway, in this bag there are just 4 tiny little screws, and you also get 2 brackets, and it took me a while to work out exactly what these are. But anyway, this plate holder is a double skin, and at the ends you've got some slots there, and these brackets slide into the slots, and they'll only go one way because it is keyed. So it goes that way, if I can get that in there, and then you clearly put the little self-tapping screw through there to hold that on, and that gives you a mounting bracket. So you could put one there and you put one on the other side, but then that doesn't mount flush with anything, and then you've got this open slotted hole, so they're all a bit weird. So I don't know quite how you would mount that on anything, but maybe it's for HGV trailers, maybe there's a standard system that this is compatible with, I'm not sure. So you have 2 of these and you can mount one on each side like that, but you've also got a slot there at the top where that can slide in. Again, you can put a single screw at the back to hold it, and then you've got a mounting at the top, but obviously they're not at the sides because you only have a pair of these. But I don't think I would want to hang the weight of this because it's quite a heavy unit on just one little self-tapping screw there. But anyway, I don't need these, fortunately. But what has also surprised me is how you mount the number plate in this frame, which ultimately is why I'm making this video. So I thought these were going to be sliding brackets like they were on the other version, but they're not. They're just lumps of rubber, and then it's cut out at the back, so it makes them flexible. So I'm not quite sure how long they're going to last. So the way you mount a number plate is drop that down at the bottom, and then you can just lift these rubber blocks out the way and they clamp it at the top. But as you can see, it's a bulky frame. The lips at the bottom are just huge, they don't need to be that big. There's a lot of space at the top, and it's quite a bulky thing. And it's not at all like the slim, lightweight version on this trailer, which does the job, I would say, even better. This clamps the number plate tighter and more securely. So overall, this new one seems rather bulky and heavy and a bit cumbersome, and I do wonder how long these are going to last, whether they're going to break off over time. And actually this doesn't hold the number plate anywhere near as secure as the other one, but still, it still works as a number plate holder. The overall dimensions of this are 56 centimetres by 16 centimetres. So as you can see, there's two mounting holes and they're recessed, so any bolt or screw head isn't going to interfere with the number plate. They're no good for me because I need to mount on those two rails. So what I thought I might do is take the unit apart, because there's two screws there, so I should be able to snap out the back plate, then mount that to the rails. But I'm not going to be able to put it back together because I need to get to the back to access the screws. So I thought I might then drill a hole in the front plate so I could get a screwdriver through to those screws. So it's going to be a little bit awkward. I don't want to put a screw all the way through, because then that screw, unless I countersink it, but I doubt if this is thick enough for that, that screw is going to be interfering with the number plate. Or I just stick it on with sticky pads, but it's quite a heavy, bulky unit because it's double skin, which is part of the reason why I'm making the video, of course. So there we go. I hope that helps you, because if you're looking for one of these and you see these listed on eBay, Amazon and all the websites, it's not particularly clear how the number plate mounting works. I was not expecting flexible rubber blocks at all, and the manufacturer doesn't list this product on their website. So I'll put all the links and any other relevant information and links to the manufacturer in the video description below. So I hope this video has helped. If it has, please do click the thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. So there we go, that's on, and it does the job. It holds a number plate, but if I'd have seen this video before, I wouldn't have bought this one, and I'd have looked for something a bit better. And in this case, it is a bit high, it's a bit near the lamp, but there were a pair of existing holes in the box section which I've utilised, so I've only made 2 extra holes, and I've got screws in there holding the back plate to the metalwork, and then bigger holes in the front plate so you can get to the screws. And there, as a number plate holder, it does the job, but I'm sure there's better ones out there.